Hello everyone. Welcome. I'm beyond excited. And we're going to do a demo of Ecosphere.
All right, here we go. A dramatic reading of the description. In a world where humans are born with an affinity, the mark that gives them the power to control one of the four natural elements, a rain cross grows up deprived of this gift. All right, so homegirl over here doesn't have magic like everybody else. Okay, I see I'm talking in a funny voice right now. Let's talk in my normal voice to get started.
I'm here for the romance and I'm here for drama. So I got it on itch.io. It's also on Steam, so feel free to check out this demo yourself. And you can also check out the Kickstarter if you like what you see. I'm definitely backing this. I'm excited about it, and I want to support the creators that are doing great work for us. So, all right, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Play the demo. We've seen a more discreet introduction, but I have proof that my prototype works. I glided for a few meters before I crashed into that damn tree planted in the center of the village. By adding thrusters, I should be able to get adequate thrust and my mother bursts in before I finished my train of thought. I feel like I'm gonna get scolded. Mama looks mad. A rain cross! Some villagers peek out, surprised by the commotion. You could be a little more discreet. Everyone's watching. Says the girl who just crashed into the tree in the village square. Well, at least I managed to develop a new invention. I'm going to add thrusters to get some height. Can you imagine the distance we could travel? You're just like your father. The mere memory of my father always calms the tension between us. I was 5 when he disappeared. Oh no, it's gonna get sad. Do you like the mom voice? I'm going with it. But that's not a reason to do whatever you want. Lucky no one got hurt. And why exactly did you invent a flying machine? Oops, the burning question. Well, that would be... I remind you that you must inherit the Ecosphere on your 20th birthday. And that day is today. Okay, so we're 20. We're 20. Yes, thank you. I hadn't forgotten the date of my birthday, Mom. Like, I know, okay? Listen. I know when my birthday is. You don't have to remind me. And we've talked about it at least 1,000,000 times. I don't want this orb. So, I assume that you built this machine to leave the village. She already suspects my plan. We'll talk about it tonight. Zael will be there too, to celebrate the event. He's coming back to the village today. I don't think he'll be long now. I don't want to see him either. Who's this? Who's this guy we're talking about? Zael. Without saying another word, I walk over to the aircraft to the right. What a nasty temper, sometimes. Mom's already sick of our stuff. She's already sick of us. I'm trying to restart the prototype's engine. It still works despite the crash. Awesome! As I speed off, I see in the rearview mirror that my mother is holding a megaphone to shout something at me. Oh no, she's got a megaphone? Mom, stop. But I can't hear anything. Really. Oh, she'll tell me when I get home. I'm sure she will. You're gonna have a whole lecture, I'm sure. And happy birthday! Oh, she must not have heard. What a pest when she gets like this. Oh, it's Zael. Okay, I have a voice for him. It's this one. We're doing this one.
Hi. One wonders where she gets it from.
Well, hello, Zael. Or is it Zael? I don't know. Zael. We're going with Zael, but it could be Zael. Maybe Zael is a little easier to say, so that's like the fast version, Zael. We were just talking about you.
I just got off the ferry.
That's great. You haven't returned since joining the Green League.
Yes, the League rarely grants this kind of permission, but I couldn't miss Arane's birthday.
You just missed her.
Yes, I saw her drive off like a maniac with a machine.
I mean, she did kind of drive off like a maniac. We saw it. We all saw it. I don't know what to do. She just invented this aircraft to leave the village.
She hasn't changed a bit. I imagine she's at the den. I'll go and see her.
Where's our girl at? She's at the den. This is the den. My secret workshop at the bottom of a cave on the cliff near the village. I spend most of my time here inventing all kinds of things. Oh, she's smart. We like a smart engineer chick. Yes, we do. Just like my magnified aircraft prototype. I've just put the wings back on, and I'm about to perform a delicate operation, adding jet engines. A few tools are always available on the board near my workbench. I walk over to grab them. I attach the 2 jet engines under the wings, and then connect 2 cables to the generator next to them. Now, I must operate the generator by pulling this chain. Okay, interactive backgrounds. Here's the drag and drop feature. Hold the click on the item in the inventory and drag it, okay, and then release at the target point to unlock narrative content. Okay, let's try this. Let's do it. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so it's telling me where to put these. Over here. Electricity travels through the cables to the aircraft. It becomes charged with energy. Oh, yo, did you hear that? Stuff is going crazy in here. Stuff's about to blow up. The thrusters began to burn. I hold my breath. And suddenly, everything shuts off. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. What now? I go over to inspect the prototype. Ah! Ow! I forgot to cut the power off to the generator. But it does malfunction. The combustion is not powerful enough. Something is missing to generate enough heat to launch the thrusters. But what? There's got to be a way. All right, girl, I'm behind you. I'm behind you all the way. We can figure it out together. That's right. A familiar voice suddenly snaps me out of my thoughts. Oh, it's our boy Zael. It's him.
I see you haven't lost your habit of talking to yourself.
No one knows where the den is except him. He's the only one who knows. Oh, wait, we're blushing? Oh, we like him. Do we have a crush? We like him. Like, he already has points with the MC. Y'all look at her. She's swooning already. We already like this guy. My heart starts pounding. Girl, listen. We just started this game and you're already pounding. We already have a crush. Yes. It's adorable. I haven't seen Zael in 2 years. Girl, you ain't seen this man in 2 years and you already down bad. He just walked in. You ain't seen him in a hot minute and you down bad already. That's cute. We'd always been great friends, maybe even more. Ooh, is he my ex? Are we ex? Is this our ex? But I never dared to tell him. Oh no, he was just a crush. Okay. I see. He left Norden to join the Green League, an ancestral order charged with protecting nature and its balance. I'm happy to see him again, but at the same time, I don't talk to myself. I think out loud. It's not the same. Girl, defend yourself. What are you doing here anyway? Like, what are you doing here? What brings you to these parts? My man.
Nice, welcome, I guess.
At least with this, he should understand that something's wrong. Zale looks at the side of the aircraft.
A new invention.
Yeah, I tested it this morning. I was inspired by the glider we used back in the day, you know, the one you built into the roof of the city hall. He built one on the city hall?
Nonsense, you were driving that day.
Are you sure? Your memory seems to be playing tricks on you. I can hardly hide my smile. I know very well that I was driving that day. Zale, on the other hand, is pretty good at flying. You know, she likes a guy that can do things, you know? We like a capable dude. We like a capable guy.
As I recall, my parents were mad.
They were mad. They even grounded you for a whole week. I had to rig a jumping stick to sneak up to your bedroom window. Oh, we were sneaking into this man's window. We laughed for a moment. And he laughed like this. But that was before you ran off to the Green League.
I knew that was the problem. You never answered my letters. Are you mad at me for leaving the village?
I don't blame him. Trying to make dreams come true is natural. It's just that... Suddenly, a creaking sound from his armor catches my attention. Okay. Is there something wrong with your armor, Zale?
You're always so good at changing the subject.
It's not wrong. Answering an awkward question with another question is my favorite tactic.
Now that you mention it, I have trouble moving my arm, and sometimes the breastplate locks up in combat mode.
I sigh in exasperation. Ugh. Don't they have engineers at the Green League to take care of your equipment?
Not as talented as you. They couldn't figure out how you put it together.
Okay, so we put this armor together, and no one else can figure it out, you know? It was custom. Custom equipment. I must say that I'm proud of this invention. In addition to protecting Zale in battle, this armor is equipped with a fire-breathing device. I called this invention Carbaro. Sit in front of this workbench and remove your armor. Looks like the Carbaro needs a good overhaul. Yes, take it off. Explore mode. There are point-and-click adventures in this visual novel. Use the cursor to find points of interest. A panel and a sound will warn you when you find one. Enjoy your search. Okay. I have to find a point of interest. Prototypes. Oh, look. Okay, so... I see. All right, let's start from the top. Mirror. A reflective mirror, one of my first inventions when I set up the den. Without this, it would be way too dark in here. Okay. My latest invention so far. This aircraft will allow me to leave Norden. Okay. Very nice. At least I hope so. I still need to get its reactors up and running first. Okay. Let's do this. That looks like a chicken. Stop, hold on for a second, y'all. You know what this looks like? This looks like Thanksgiving. This looks like a turkey, okay? I like the point and click mechanics too. It's very interactive. It's more than what we usually get when we have visual novels and Otome games. Doesn't that look like, and it's the right color? In fact, it looks like it just came out the oven. It looks juicy. I'd eat that. Whatever that is, it looks like a turkey, and I would eat it. It looks like Thanksgiving. Yep. All right, indeed, it's not well maintained at all. Repairing Carburo. Oh, look at this CG. Oh. While I'm working on the Carburo, Zale looks at another prototype lying around the workbench.
And what's this machine here?
It's a substitute affinity, but I can't get it to work. Girl, 'cause it's a turkey. It's a turkey! It seems that electricity isn't the right energy source. The capacitor can't store sufficient density. Density.
As always, I don't understand much when you talk about your inventions.
I sigh while tightening a bolt. Make an effort. I'm trying my best to explain it, yet... Yet what? After a moment of silence, I notice that Zale is reluctant to ask me a question. Uh-oh, why, boy? Why are you reluctant? And then he finally takes the plunge.
Did you invent it because you're tired of being different?
Oh, he's probably referencing the fact that she ain't got magic like everybody else. You know, she has to rely on technology, you know? She has to rely on technology and not magic like everybody else has. So he must have magic then, right? Or affinity powers? I wonder what they are. I really like this CG too. It's adorable. Oh, I'm just noticing that Aurane has 2 different colored eyes. I didn't notice that before. How did I not notice that? She's got a green eye and a purple eye. She's really quite beautiful and lovely. They're adorable. I see what he's getting at. He means I was born without an affinity. I instinctively avert my eyes. This magic versus intention thing reminds me of the Tinkerbell movies. Right? Adorable. I haven't seen Tinkerbell movies, but I've seen Peter Pan, and I've read parts of the Peter Pan book. So I get it. I kind of get it. It's not that. It's just that I have to develop a huge invention if I want to get into Dynamo Corp. Can you imagine? With a substitute affinity, it would change the lives of everyone like me. Oh, see, she's trying to save lives here, you know? She's trying to make quality of life better for other people that can't just magic things how they want them to be, you know? I get you, girl. I'm with you. Yeah, I like it.
The high-tech company specializing in research and development?
Yeah, that's where I'd like to do my civic service. That 1 year when every 20-year-old citizen has to train for their place in society.
All this time, you still haven't changed your mind.
Seeing that the armor is reconstituted, Zale prepares to put it on again. There are still a few bolts to tighten. Was it his armor that was looking like a turkey? Or was that something else? Is he wearing a turkey?
You have to join the Green Link to do your civic service and learn how to use the Ecosphere when you inherit it.
I can feel anger rising inside me. I tighten a nut a little too hard, and the open-end wrench slips out of my hand. Except, I don't want that kind of life. And why do you care anyway? You let me down again as soon as your leave's up. Oh, okay, we had a crush on him, but we mad. We are mad? How dare you leave us? So mind your own business. Ooh, she said step? Mm-mm. She's done with him now.
I see.
It had to come out. But I already regret saying that. I can see I've hurt his feelings. She got mad. Okay, so she definitely says what's ever on her mind. She doesn't have a filter, you know? She doesn't think before she speaks. She just blurts stuff out. Which is probably what's going to get her in trouble when it comes to these romances, you know? Because she doesn't think about what she says first. She just says it. So she's probably going to have put her foot in her mouth sometimes, and it's going to get messy. It's going to get messy. But I already regret saying that. I'm so sorry. I got carried away.
It's nothing. At the same time, it's not my place to tell you what to do. I doubt your mother would agree. There's no other way to leave, except by ferry. So, I didn't want to be stuck in Norden, you know. But, you know, I did what I had to do.
Why do you think I built an aircraft? Because, you know, I'm trying to get out of here too. I'm tired of this little town. I want to go on a big adventure. I want to see the world. Right? Don't we all at that age? Yes, welcome, Artisan. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Now I understand better. You left nothing to chance.
But I have a problem with the reactors igniting. My electric generator can't create a big enough explosion.
I don't think I'm the most qualified to advise you, honestly.
I just smile at him as I tighten the last nut on the breastplate. Listen, Artisan, his breastplate, when it was sitting on the desk, it looked like a roast turkey from Thanksgiving. Gotta be careful with those electric generators. I know, real? This chick is an inventor, you know? She's girl boss. But she says whatever she wants, you know? She's like, I said what I said. And then she regrets what she said. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Great. The Carburo is as good as new. It wasn't that complicated. Try it to see if everything works properly. I point to a target on the back of the den. A half-burned mannequin lies there. A half-burned, what'd she do to it? The poor thing having been used as a guinea pig when I invented the Carburo. Ooh. Well, I guess you gotta have some kind of guinea pig. Come a little closer. All right, putting on the goggles. Not so close. Oh, okay. I'll reconnect your affinity to the flamethrower in your glasses. He's got a flamethrower in his glasses? Yo. That's kind of BA. Also, it seems really, not very practical. Can he see? What if he's throwing flames through the glasses? Can he see? through the fire. Can he, I just feel like that would be, like, does it burn his face? It just seems dangerous. Ooh. Great. It worked perfectly. It's like shooting fireballs out of your eyes.
Incredible. You're still so talented.
But wait, it just gave me an idea for my reactor. If I connect the reactors to your affinity, they should ignite, just like the Carburo's flamethrower.
Hey, it's worth a try.
Our eyes meet as he raises the flame spitter. It feels as if nothing has changed after all this time. They are in love already. Look at him. They're both blushing. Y'all, I didn't even get to pick my love interest. Like, we're already with this one. It's already started. We're already with Zale. Yo, it's the childhood friend trope is winning today. I haven't even met any of these other people. The vibes were just right. I know, they were. Oh, ooh. It's complicated or it's... Okay, chat. Y'all, what should I say? He's charming. Or should I be like, it's complicated. Well, put in a 1 for charming and a 2 for complicated. And then whatever I see the most with, that's what we're clicking on. Oh, I see a 1 already. Okay. I see a 2. Oh my gosh. Y'all. All right, we're gonna flip a coin. We're gonna flip a coin. I don't have a coin. I'm gonna flip this thing. Okay, I have this. Oh wait, I see another 2. Okay, so the 2s are winning. I was gonna say if I had to flip a 2, it was gonna be this, but this is better. Okay, y'all, we're doing 2. It's complicated. For now, our reunion doesn't erase the pain I felt when he left. But our memories and friendship are still there. That's all that matters. Well, it's market day today. I'm going to need some materials to test the thrusters. Wookieed? What does that even mean? Well, hello, Not Laura. Nice to see you. Welcome. Will you come with me?
Why not?
I take some money out of a drawer in my workbench and put it in my satchel. It also contains a few cotton swabs that I always carry with me. Why do you always carry cotton swabs? Is it for injuries? Are you accident prone? Are you clumsy? Do you trip and fall and scrape your knee and have to like wipe up blood or something? Why do you need cotton swabs always?
By the way, Rain,
What?
happy birthday. Happy birthday, Rain.
Tee-hee. Tee-hee. He wished us a happy birthday. He wished us a happy birthday. I can't stop smiling at him. Tee-hee. Yeah. Zale is kind of sweet. He is sweet. Oh. You know, he is. He looks like he's kind of a little crazy with the hair, but he actually hasn't been giving off in his dialogue any kind of... He doesn't seem too, like, super zippy, you know. He's just like... He's this sweet childhood friend. And then we leave the den. Girl's down bad for this guy. She's down bad. After skirting the cliff where the den is located, we arrived at the Norden's Market Square, where I crashed the aircraft just this morning. Oh yes, Mama wasn't too happy about that, was she? And speaking of the aircraft, I'll go to the ironmongery and buy 2 cables. We'll use them as conductors for the reactors. I think you can plug them into your fire affinity. Oh, he's got fire affinity. That's why he was shooting fire out of his goggles that we fixed up for him.
I bet you'll crash like he did last time.
Well, no. If we light them, the engines will propel the aircraft and keep it in the air. You know what? I love this MC, y'all. I like the writing for her. She's spunky, you know? She's spunky and fun, and she's smart, you know? And she does what she wants. I like her. I like her personality, and I like her design. Yeah, she's energetic. She's great. She's a great MC. We like you, Arain. You're great. Well, no, we're gonna light them. Isn't it stunning?
And how far will you go like that?
Sailors say that the Dynamo Corporation frigate will soon be heading for Cosmopolis. Now's my chance! Yes!
That's right. I've been assigned to secure its president when he comes. His name is Horwin Beckett, isn't it? I think.
Horwin is incredible. He's barely our age and already founded a company at the cutting edge of innovation. Ooh, fancy. All right. He sounds like a businessman. He's like a genius, a savant of 20-something-year-old, leaders. He probably is rich. I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah, I get it. What do you mean by he's amazing? Boom.
Oh, he doesn't like it that I said someone is amazing, other than him. Are you jealous? He imitates the enthusiastic tone of voice I just used. Aren't you a little jealous?
Absolutely not. And you seem to have forgotten that the League's headquarters is in Cosmopolis. All the Guardians will be looking for you if you ever manage to leave Norden.
Many people know my name, but not my face. Lucky for me.
I know what you look like.
Very funny, Zale. I know full well that you'll never report me. He better not. He better not report me. We're not going on a date if you report me, okay? Just let me lay that out on the line. If you report me, I'm unfriending you. I know him so well. Do you? We arrive at the Norden market and the villagers are out shopping. Besides finding the foodstuffs needed for daily life, Market Day brings the community together once a week. It's the foundation of Norden's social ties in a nutshell. Different aisles segment the market. Most villagers greet Zale. And he seems to be enjoying the notoriety. Okay, people know him. He's popular, y'all. He's sweet. He's the childhood friend, you know? He's cute. And he's popular. And he's a little jealous. A cook suddenly calls for Zale to turn on his oven. And he uses his fire affinity to fan the embers. Look at that. Isn't it so handy dandy to have magic powers? Like, hey, can you come blow fire on my oven thing? Thanks, dude. We love fire, people. Yes. It's giving Fire Nation. So much fire. Yes. In Norden, as elsewhere in Excellior, people have organized themselves into communities to survive and help each other. Everyone uses their affinity to serve their neighbor. It's the basis of the social bond. And since I don't have an affinity, I've never really been able to participate. Girl feeling like she don't fit in, you know? It's sad out there. People be judging you. It's rough out there, you know? It's a tough life without having magic powers. You know what? I know what that feels like. Girl, listen. I don't have magic powers either, you know? I get you. But we do our best out there, you know? We do our best. I suddenly bump into my mother. On market day, she runs a stall selling her products. She's the village baker. Oh, she's a baker. Mama, can you make some cookies? My mother smiles tenderly at me. She can tell how I feel. Okay, so, Mama was mad in the beginning, but she's a loving mama. She's nice. She's supportive in her way. She probably just, she doesn't want baby girl to grow up, I understand. She doesn't want to. She wants baby girl to do the whole Ecosphere thing she's supposed to do, but At least Zale got you out of hiding. I decided to come. I needed to run an errand. But I didn't think Zale liked being a star so much. We mustn't hold it against him. People are very proud of that. One of our own is part of the Green League. The prestigious battalion. My mother grows nostalgic. She was in the Green League once before I was born. But she rarely talks to me about that time. I know that's how she met my dad. Oh, what was that? Your necklace has a strange color. I don't understand. It did that last night at the workshop, and then it stopped. Your father gave this to you, this half a pearl, long ago. Oh, a half a pearl? What? What does it look like? Show it to me. That glow happens when you look at the horizon through the other half to locate your necklace. It's magic! Or technology. I don't like it. The other half is supposed to be kept at the memorial. It's rare to see her this bothered. Oh, Mama. Happy birthday, Arain. I recognize that voice. It's Callista. Oh, it wasn't Mama. It was somebody else. Thank you so much. Like Zale, we've known each other since we were kids. I'll look into the glow. You can go with Callista. You said you needed Arain's talents, I believe. Okay, what does Callista sound like? Let's see.
The store door is stuck. Will you help me?
Great. You're always complaining about being unable to participate in village life. Now's your chance. Well, all right. I was going to the hardware store anyway. I've got an errand to run.
Great. That's good timing then.
She's cute when she gets down to it. We head for the store. The villagers look at Callista with suspicion, even contempt. Why? What's wrong with Callista? Why? Okay, we're gonna find out. She's part of a minority in Excellier's world, the deprived. She's deprived? Deprived of what? They all have pale complexions, white hair, and mauve eyes. They are also born without affinities. My father was one of them. Oh, is that why we have one purple eye? And why we don't have powers? Oh. So, okay, we a mixed kid over here. I can relate to that. Besides, I've got odd eyes, purple like Dad's, and green like Mom's. My mother has an air affinity, but I didn't inherit it. Okay, so what's it called? Heterochromia, when you have one eyes that are different colors? Isn't it called heterochromia? I think that is. Correct me if I'm wrong. As a result, the locals also look at me differently. They think being born without affinity is a curse that goes back to the dawn of time. What a stupid theory. It's nothing more than a genetic variation. Are people with air affinities airheads? Listen. was painful. We arrive in the front of the store. What exactly is the concern? Well, I guess the way that I voice the mom is kind of an airhead voice. Hi, I'm Veronica and I'm an airhead. I have air magic.
I can't turn the key in the lock.
How are you going to manage without me?
What do you mean? Are you planning to go somewhere?
Not at all. Let's see what's wrong with your door. Callista isn't really convinced. I'm gonna have to learn to hold my tongue. The lock's rusty, probably from last night's downpour. A little hammering on it should be enough to unjam it. She's helpful, see? She doesn't need magic. She has brains, okay? Brains count for something. We can't all be magic airheads. Okay? Okay. Put the hammer there. Look at that, I fixed it. It should be better by now. Try opening the door, just to see. And the door opens.
You're a real magician.
A handy woman anyway. Okay, I feel like Callista over here has to have a stuffy nose.
She gotta talk like this, like my nose is all stuffed up.
Because her nose is kind of red, you know? Whereas Arain has a red nose too, but it's all blushy all over. But this one just has a red nose, so I feel like her nose is stuffed up. I mean, I get it, because I have constant allergies out here, you know? And especially when in the springtime, in the early summer, and the trees and everything, like, I get it, girl. Those allergies are bad. A handy woman anyway. Callista hurriedly grabbed the equipment that was sheltered in the stall, then displays it on the stall in front of the store.
You said you had an errand to run. What did you need?
I'm pointing to 2 rolls of copper. How much do I owe you?
Nothing. Just thanks for helping me out.
So cute. Are you into this girl too? What do you mean cute? Like adore? Like, is it like, oh, cute little kid puppy? Or are you like, oh, like cute, like, ooh? But which one is it, Arain? I don't know. I can't tell. But not a word to my boss. Oh, that was Callista talking. It should be here already. We start laughing for a moment.
Oh, I just remembered it. Someone was looking for you earlier.
Really? Who?
I don't know her. She's from here. She was tall with a long braid and a huge hat.
Ooh. Never seen her. What did you say to her?
That you were surely in your den, but nobody knows where it is. Apart from your lover, of course.
Lover? My lover? You didn't tell her that. I don't even know her.
You should see her face. I only told her the first sentence. Speaking of Zale, you must be glad he's back in the village, especially on your birthday. It proves everything.
You're talking nonsense. I'd better go. I must admit, it's nice to see him again. 'Cause we down bad for that boy.
What? That's it.
Bye. Bye, Callista. Girl. Girly girl. How indiscreet she can be sometimes. Seriously? I can't believe she called me out like that with Zale. She called me out. I mean, listen. Everyone probably knows you're down bad for that guy. The second you see him, your face lights up like a tomato. The second you see him, she's all... As I leave the store, I see Zale at the other end of the main aisle, still playing the star. Did you see the little green sparkly thing on her necklace? As I walk toward his direction, my pendant starts to glow again. What's going on? Someone suddenly approaches with a quick step.
A young woman with a long braid and a huge hat? Wouldn't that be the girl Callista just told me about? Look at this girl. Look at her. Look at this melanin sister over here. She a baddie. I like her. She's not that tall. Her hat gives that impression, but I must admit, she looks great, right? She looks awesome. Oh my gosh, I would totally cosplay as her. Look at her. She looks amazing. I like it. Lily. Is it Lily? Lily or Leili? I have a voice for her, okay? I have a baddie chick voice for her. We're gonna do this. The hat reminds you of horns. She got a nice flow. Yeah, I love the pirate outfit. She looks awesome.
Now this is gonna be Lily's voice. I am Lily. I'm a badass. I'm awesome. Look at me. Are you the daughter of the famous Conrad Cross by chance? Oh, there's the dog alarm. Dog trying to get out of here. I might have to let the dog get out of here.
That's me. Okay, I might have to try and attempt an accent of some sort for Lily. Just because she, you know. And I'm terrible at accents, okay? So, sorry if I offend anybody with so badly a horrible attempt at an accent that doesn't exist. She pulls something out of her pocket. It looks like the pearl fragment from my pendant. Both fragments emit the same glow. How is that possible?
It looks like you're right.
She's suddenly coming at me. Oh, she's got it. Look at her pistol. Look how cool that thing is. It's purple. I love it. She's so cool. She is so cool. Ow! Why did she do that to me? The next thing I know, I'm on the ground after receiving a violent blow to the head. Yeah, she's giving pirate cowboy. I find it hard to open my eyes. As I open them again, I see her leaning toward me to grab my arm.
Irene.
Damn, another guardian.
Leave her alone.
My head is spinning. I don't understand what's going on. Dang.
Not today, my dear. Your talisman is slower than mine.
We're starting the drama. The drama is starting. Oh no! Zale was propelled against a market stall. Girl just shot my man. She just came in here, she pistol whipped me, and then she shot my man. She's a baddie. She's a baddie, y'all. She's like, do not mess with me. I will come in here and I will shoot you. Sis said, don't mess with me today. She said, not today. I ain't the one, sweetheart. She said, I ain't the one. I can feel her grabbing my arm again. A whistling sound. The next instant, a flying wing split the clouds and came straight for us. Oh, I see it. It's up there. Look. There's a glider. It's coming for us. What's happening? Oh, whoa, hey, hey, whoa, whoa. Look at her outfit. Look at those pants. Look at those pants. Oh my gosh. She's awesome. Who gave her the right to be this awesome? Serious. Who said this chick could be this badass? Oh my gosh. To take us up in the air. In a flash of lucidity, I have the idea of dropping the rolls of cable I've just bought. Before I lost consciousness. I mean, at this point, you know, your friend Callista, she'll see them cables. She'll pick them up for you. You're being kidnapped. provided Zale understands. You can buy more cables, you know?
Zale! Zale! Wake up!
I didn't see that coming. Where's Arain?
The mysterious woman abducted her. Some kind of glider swooped down from the clouds and threw her a rope. They flew to a ship with black sails and a black flag.
Pirates. Damn. I can't believe it.
Arain was complaining about her pendant was giving off a glow. Surely she has something to do with it. I saw the pirate brandishing some marble that glowed the same color as Arain's necklace. There's only one thing in the world capable of emitting a similar glow. These pirates are trying to find the Ecosphere, I'm sure.
What makes you say that?
Arain's necklace contains a fragment of a pearl once given to her by her father, the other set in his pocket watch. This fragment was kept at the memorial, recently opened to the public. That pirate must have stolen it. Putting the pearl's two parts together makes it possible to locate where the Ecosphere has been hidden, the sunken laboratory. The Green League was to recover the orb from bequeath it to Arain for her civic service. The Green League. Okay. All right. We absolutely must stop these pirates from getting their hands on it. We must stop them, Zale!
But how? The ship is already offshore, and by the time reinforcements from the League arrive...
Look, Arain dropped this. She came to this store to buy the rows of copper cable.
She told me all about it. All we have to do is plug them into my fire affinity to start the reactors of her flying machine.
Do you feel up to piloting her machine?
I've got to make it. I'm the only one with a talisman to fight pirates.
I'll help you get this machine started. You know where her workshop is, don't you? In the meantime, Callista, you light the alarm fire.
Good idea. I'm going to need reinforcements.
All right. Let's get busy.
At least with my wild voices, you know who's talking. If you have your headphones, you know, and you're living your life and you're out and about, you know who's talking, you know? Yeah. I woke up aboard a ship with black sails. It won't be long before the sun sets, so I guess we've been sailing all day. The crew hasn't spoke to me since I woke up. The captain just took the pearl fragment off my necklace without explanation. What do they want from me? As I lean against the railing to look at the horizon, I catch sight of a rowboat tied alongside the ship. It's equipped with a motor. Interesting. The pirates on deck are busy sailing the ship and aren't watching me. They probably don't think I'm a danger since I have no affinity. Do they know that? How do they know that? You only have one purple eye. How do they know you don't have affinity? And the captain is on the upper deck, holding her ear as if chatting through a radio. I can't hear what she's saying, but she's not watching me either as a result. Perfect. The sponsor. Did you manage to kidnap the girl?
Let's say I did what you wanted. She's aboard the Black Rose.
What about the pearl fragment in her possession?
I put two parts together. The indicated position, right in the middle of the North Sea. What's next for the festivities?
This must be where the Master Engineer's secret laboratory is. Keep heading in this direction. You'll come across a marine beacon. Lost in the ocean, this is where the signal is coming from. When your ship is close by, the safety system will start up. I guess that's... oh.
Yep, that's me. It's me. I guess that's where the gal comes in.
The security system will make sure she's the custodian of Conrad Cross's genetic code. The sunken laboratory will then rise to the surface.
You are well informed. Tell me.
Let's say I have access to confidential information. But that doesn't concern you in the least. Just do what I want, and you'll get the agreed reward. I wonder who the sponsor is. Like, I wonder if it's just, if it doesn't matter who they are, or if they're like, if they're gonna show up later and it's gonna be this huge, like, secret reveal of a bad guy or something. Like, what's going on here? I want to know.
At least it's clear.
The Ecosphere is supposed to be located in a large room behind a bay window, visible from the outside. This is the engine room.
Wonderful. I'll get back to you afterward. To let me know where I should join you in the Ecosphere and the precious damsel. Whoever tries to escape from my ship. What are you waiting for? Catch her, pirates.
I like how the baddie, she's the captain. I love her. She's such a bat. She's so BA. She's BA. I think my voice is a little tiny bit loud. There we go. She's BA. Damn. She saw me, but I managed to untie the rope that kept the rowboat attached. It's okay. The boat's in the water. I immediately rushed to the railing to jump off. But suddenly I feel someone grab me by the back of the neck and throw me violently on the other end of the ship. Oh, hello.
Do you think you could fool us?
The crew on deck is surrounding me. Trapped. Dynamic choices. The action phases offer choices in the form of QTE, with action buttons appearing randomly on the screen, slightly transparent. Hover them with your cursor to discover the possible actions. And then you'll have a few seconds to make your choice. Victory will depend on your decisions. Influence in the rest of the scenario. One last word of advice, analyze your environment before you act. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay. Can I save it? Just in case I mess up and I die. Okay. Going back. Here we go. We're doing this.
So this is the Master Engineer's daughter. Not so impressive. I'm a thug.
What's the matter with you? What do you want from me? 3 stone cannonballs near the cannons begin to levitate beside him. He's probably Earth affinity.
What affinity are you?
I don't have any. Did you hear him laugh? The whole crew starts laughing. Arr, yar. Okay, y'all, I have a good one. What is a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet? Any guesses? Okay, I'll tell you. It's R. R. Yeah. Except for the captions. I know, I'll be here all night, but I'm ching. She watches the scene, arms crossed from the upper deck. Shame and anger begin to overcome me. To think it's my fault for being born without an affinity. But I've got another trick up my sleeve. They think I'm so harmless that they didn't think to search me while I was unconscious. Those fools! The big oaf is in for a nasty surprise. That's right. Don't mess with us. All of a sudden, one of the cannonballs comes flying at me. Oh no! What do I do? Can I do this? No! I narrowly managed to avoid the rock and slip my hand into the satchel to grab one of my inventions. But what? I'm just gonna click on stuff. I'm pulling out my invention, a pepper bomb. Yeah, it would hurt to get hit by a flying rock. I don't want that to happen to our girl, you know? I don't want that to happen to our girl. Take that! Oh, we took him out in one hit. The whole crew is in shock, and I'm rushing to jump overboard. I must get back to the longboat at all costs. And the other brute writhes in pain on the floor. Well done. Not so much fun now. Not bad for someone who has no affinity. I managed to squeeze through the pirates, stunned by pepper spray. Ooh, yeah, pepper spray, that would suck. Right in the eyes. Ha-ha! I'm almost there. Ha-ha! But the next moment, I find myself propelled backwards by a gust of wind. Oh, it's Batty.
As dear Alphonse rightly asked, did you think you could fool us?
Ah, shit. Since she was on the upper deck, she wasn't stunned by the bomb. The other pirates are suddenly very aggressive.
Come on. I remind you that we need Miss Cross safe and sound.
The crew immediately calms down, and I could hear some members saying how impressive I was.
Besides, spoil her pretty face would be a shame.
Great. And on top of that, she's hitting on me. I mean, she's kind of hot, though. I'm not gonna lie. Shall we put her in the dungeons, princess? Princess? Is she not only the captain of this pirate ship, but she's a princess too? Wow. She ticks all the boxes, you know? What doesn't she have? What does she not have? She's a princess. She's a pirate. She's the captain. She has a fabulous purple pistol. She's probably rich. What doesn't she have? Princess?
What an idea. Take her to my quarters instead. She's our guest, not a common prisoner. Take this opportunity to take poor Alphonse into the infirmary.
Yes, Captain. Okay. Oh, look at her digs. Look at her desk. It's kind of artsy. It's like a painting. It looks like a painting. You know, the art in this game is gorgeous. The sprites look really beautiful. It's stylized. It's very unique looking, but it's really nice. It's colorful. It has a consistent style all throughout. Even just where even the text box is stylized. I really appreciate this art. I really like it. The pirates took me to the room below the ship's upper deck. Yeah, it's super pretty. And they locked the door, of course. I'm obviously in the captain's cabin. Oh, I love her hair too. It's like, the color is really awesome. It's kind of a coppery shade of red. And I also like the movement of her hair. It always looks like there's wind blowing through it. It looks amazing. The room is surprisingly simple. I'd have thought a pirate's room would be filled with treasure. I'm alone. It's my chance to learn more about this pirate. And incidentally, looking for a way to escape. I've seen other motorboats. Okay. Oh, there's a desk, a globe, paint, library. Let's look at the desk. I totally would fill my room with treasure if I was a pirate too. Like this. Let's not forget I have the thing. I have a prop. Okay? It's my treasure. today. A large map of the Excellior world sits on the desk with a cross drawn over the position of the village of Norden. Okay, so they were purposefully coming to Norden. Notes scribbled on papers accompany the map. The paper states that the captain stole a watch from the master engineer's memorial. This watch contained the other half of my pearl on my pendant. Oh, look at that. That's how she found me. One part leads to the other. Dad gave it to me years ago. He said that as long as the light through my pearl shines, he'll find me. I guess it was someone else who found me. Oh, I mean, that's sad, because what happened to Yo Daddy? Okay, something else. The globe. Let's look at this. Numerous crosses have been affixed to this globe. They look like treasure locations. If my hypothesis is correct, this crew has explored a good part of the Excellior world. Impressive. Okay, let's look at the library. This library is full to bursting. Reading is the captain's hobby when she's in her room. Oh, the captain also is a reader. We like it. A smart pirate. Pirate biographies, tales and legends from the world of Excellior, and even philosophy. I thought she looked less boorish than the other pirates on the crew. Yeah, the other pirates on the crew were kind of thuggish. It's a beautiful painting. It depicts a ship in the middle of a storm and is entitled The Azure Hurricane. I know its legend. It's a dragon-scale ship that belonged to a pirate king some years ago. The captain was called Princess earlier. Could she be the daughter of the king of pirates? Ooh, the king of pirates. Wow. The king of all pirates. Okay, let's look out the window. I approach the window. It seems locked. But the locking system doesn't seem solid. What if I try to pry it open with a tool? Okay. Oh, look at that. Boop. I managed to open it. But even if you can open the window, you're out in the middle of the ocean, so unless you can swim really well, and who knows how far you are from land. But suddenly I hear a key turning in the cabin lock.
I'd abstain if I were you. Although, I would have looked for a way to escape too. But you'll be safe here. I apologize for the behavior of my crew. I recognize that pirates are sometimes a bit abrupt. Although, I admit you were impressive against Alphonse.
I was managing just fine until you stepped in.
At the same time, it would have been most regrettable if he had managed to slip away.
What a tart.
There's a question that's been nagging at me ever since.
What?
Did you really think you could escape us on the open sea?
Let me think for a second. The answer is yes. Probably because I have an invention of some sort hidden up my sleeve. Yes.
At least you don't lack daring. But all I had to do was tack and catch up with you. You only had a simple rowboat at your disposal.
Except it's motorized, and your ship isn't. It's sail-powered. By the time you turned around, I'd have gone far enough. Besides, you would have been going against the wind. So yes, I would have managed to escape. Ooh, okay. Okay, so we have we have a decent amount of whatchamacallit, technology, the smarts. Like, I thought that we would have been trying to swim our way from the ocean, you know, but girl had a plan. Girl had a plan. She had a plan for Here's the thing. She has a boat out there, though. She has a boat. Did she know she was going to get kidnapped? I thought it was like all of a sudden we got kidnapped and taken out onto this boat. So how are we so prepared that there's a boat here? Did I miss something? Was I just not paying attention? Which is possible. It's possible. The captain is surprised by my answer. It seems she's not used to people standing up to her. Good bot, Sari bot. We don't need spam today.
Well, good thing you didn't get your way.
Of course. While we're on the subject of questions, one has been on my mind ever since I got this boat. Was that my voice? Was that Arain who went, ah? Why did you kidnap me? Captain, are you all right?
Yes, our guest is just slightly upset.
No kidding.
I'll give you a straight answer. A sponsor hired me to track down the Ecosphere. I need you to access the laboratory where the orb has been hidden.
Great.
To avoid any altercation with your fellow Norden citizens, let's just say I didn't have time to ask your opinion.
I guess you have a non-violent reputation to uphold. You're Lily Sterner, aren't you? I knew there was hidden treasure. Pirates always have hidden treasure, right? They always do. They really do. They have to have treasure. And this one's a princess. She totally has treasure.
My reputation certainly precedes me, but non-violent is an exaggeration. Let's just say that I make it a point of honor not to kill anyone. Anyway, you're very perceptive.
I've heard fishermen talk about you. Female captains aren't a dime a dozen. Is it true you have 2 affinities? She holds out her hands to me, wide open, palms down. Her 2 affinities are clearly visible, one of air and the other of water. So she's like, look at this. It's on my hands. Air and water. I have 2. Special. Extra special with 2 of them. That's unusual. I always thought it was fisherman's gossip. So, she can master both air and water. That's good to know in case things get tough. Water. Time for some water. Hydrate, everybody. It's time to hydrate. If you haven't had water in a while, drink some. Water is good. It is fancy. It's super fancy.
Come on, I'm Lily Sterner, the pirate princess.
I know, right? I always forget to drink water. Sometimes I set reminders for myself. Have you drank water today? Actual water, not like coffee, you know, because I could inject coffee into my veins. But actual water. Yeah, I'd have thought it was cool if you hadn't kidnapped me. Besides, what will you do with me after you steal the Ecosphere? Sell me into slavery or throw me to the sharks? She starts laughing. I like her voice.
Now that's just fisherman's gossip. When it's all over, we'll let you go home.
I see. I hesitate to ask her to drop me off anywhere but Norden.
You sound disappointed. unless you'd rather be thrown to the sharks.
It's not that. It's just that I've always wanted to leave the village of Norden, and now I don't know anymore.
If you don't know, I know even less.
Are you always in such pain? Or is this special treatment? Mm-hmm.
And you've got character. I like that. But why were you planning to leave Norden?
It's none of our business. And you? Why are you so nice to me? For a kidnapper, I mean. Like you did kidnap me, real.
I take note of the way you ignore my questions. But just so you know, you remind me of a girl I loved very much, once.
Ooh, look at the blush. Look at the blush.
Once again, it would be a shame to ruin your pretty face.
She's totally hitting on me. She's hitting on us, y'all. She doesn't have a background or remain cautious. All right, y'all. Are we gonna trust her? Or are we gonna be like leery of her? We're in love with everyone already. Seriously. Everyone, we're like Zale, we're like, ooh, Zale, hey, totally blushing like a tomato at the second we see this man. And then we're like, whatever the little Kalista, we're like, how cute, you're so cute, Kalista. And now we have our baddie pirate chick, pirate princess, and we're like blushing already. We're in love with everyone. We're dating everyone. She seems totally trustworthy. She's totally trustworthy. Okay. Number one for she doesn't have a bad back. She's not so bad. Number one. Or number two, let's be cautious and protect ourselves. You know, she did kidnap us. She did kidnap us. That's true. But also, you know, trust everyone. I'm seeing a majority of people saying, you know what? She's not so bad. Let's trust her. We're gonna trust her. We're gonna trust her. It's best not to make trouble. She said she wanted the Ecosphere back. But I need to find out what her sponsor plans to do with it. Real. Who's that sponsor? It was all hidden. We couldn't see their face. Something's going on with that. I don't trust it. The sponsor, I'm inclined to want to trust our pirate chick over here. I like her, but I don't know about that sponsor. What's the worst that could happen? You end up dead in an alley in the bottom of the ocean? I mean, listen. I have a special talent when it comes to Otome games. I'm really good, really, really good at getting bad endings and game overs. It's my special ability. Someone you cared about. Your previous conquest. We're getting sassy over here.
Let's just say it was with her that I got my start in piracy. Like you, she had no affinity.
Captain, we found something.
It's about time, but before you go, I've got a little present for you.
Oh, I know. There's like extra things happening with this, you know? This is great. I like the little touches, the screen shake, the little lights and things. And there's little sound effects like there was knocking on the door. It's really, it's got a lot of nice touches. Appreciate that. She sits on the edge of the desk and invites me to join her. Ooh, do we get a cute CG? Look at this CG! Look at it! Look at it! It's beautiful. Oh, I really like it. I love this CG.
This object belongs to you, I believe.
Lily hands me something that looks like a watch. It's a pocket watch. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. When I opened the lid, I discovered a family photo with my parents when I was still a child. Oh, look, we're crying. There's tears. Oh. It's a moment. We're having a moment, y'all. We're having a moment. I can't hold back my tears. It's been years since I've seen this photo. Oh. So Arain must have known what she looked like already. It was just before my father disappeared.
Now, if you'll take the trouble to fold him in, Miss Cross.
I know, real. Otome fathers always be absent. Seriously. Like, we're either an orphan or we only got one parent. Like, it's really rare where you see two parents in Otome games. Seriously. I don't dare thank her, so mixed are my feelings. She still kidnapped me, but at the same time, nothing forced her to give me back my father's watch, especially since she promised to let me go. Yes, we need a tragic backstory, 100%. Yes. By the way, my first name is Arain.
Nice to meet you.
We get up from the desk, and I follow her lead toward the Black Rose Bridge. The sun has risen, the Black Rose has dropped anchor, and the whole crew is on deck. On the left of the ship is a copper beacon. Lily leans over the edge of the railing to get a clearer view. An emerald green light begins to shine from the beacon. Then a hologram appears to the crew's level. It is shaped like a disc with a handprint. A synthetic voice begins to speak. Ooh. A synthetic voice? Hold on. I need a synthetic voice. How about this one? This is a synthetic voice. Yeah. We're gonna do this. Oh wait, then maybe this one. Is this one good? No, this is too echoey. Okay, now I'm a synthetic voice. Laboratory security system sunk. Please place your right hand to authenticate your identity.
This must be the device the sponsor was talking about. If you don't mind, Arain.
I extend my right arm towards the disc. Sensors take my hand, make my hand tingle. Ooh, that thing, it's gonna shock you. Be careful, don't touch it. Master Engineer's genetic code identified. Identity confirmed. Welcome, Arain Cross. The hologram suddenly disappears, and the beacon plunges into the ocean's depths. Did you like the robot voice? Was it a good robot voice? Then nothing. It's dead calm. Ugh. Is that all, Captain?
Wait. The sponsor has assured me that the Ecosphere is here. Something is going to happen.
But nothing's happening. It's hopelessly quiet. You promised us tons of gold and crystals if we found the Ecosphere. The other pirates agree with their colleague and are beginning to doubt their captain. We should throw her overboard. Who's her? Their captain? Or us?
You rats, I dare you to try.
While the pirates are bickering, I lean over the railing and suddenly see a vortex forming in the ocean. Ooh, ooh, look at it. Oh, this is so pretty. I love these backdrops. Oh, there's no need to get upset. Something's moving underwater. It's as if the sea began to bubble under the hull of the Black Rose. What was that? For an instant, a bolt of lightning burst from the depths of the sea. Whoa, whoa, look at that. The next moment, a huge ship emerges from the water. I recognize it. This is the workshop where my father perfected his inventions, the laboratory. Wow, impressive. It kind of reminds me of like the Nautilus or something. Like my den, but bigger, much bigger. The whole crew is speechless.
You see, you dared to doubt your captain.
I'm sure you had your doubts too.
It doesn't matter. Pirates approach the laboratory. We're going ashore. Alphonse, you and the company of Kane and me. The rest of you will guard the ship in my absence. If an intruder shows up, you know what to do.
Aye, Captain. Look at the inside of it. Inside the laboratory, we take a long walkway. It's laboratory, but I'm feeling laboratory for this for some reason. Okay, I know how it's supposed to be pronounced. The humidity and the algae stuck to the walls create a rather gloomy atmosphere. It's amazing to walk through my father's den. Surely he had to use the same walkway to return to the room we're heading for. But enough nostalgia. I have some important questions to clear up. May I ask why you agreed to steal the Ecosphere on behalf of your sponsor?
You may have noticed a painting in my cabin.
Right? Questions. Yes, a ship in the middle of a storm.
This is the Azure Hurricane, the ship of the King of the Pirates, and what's more, my father. Have you heard of it?
I heard fishermen talking about it once. It's a vessel made of dragon scales. Wasn't it sunk off the west coast a few years ago?
Yes, and he went down with its captain.
I feel that Lily is upset and sad simultaneously. I must learn to think before speaking. Girl does not think before she speaks, like real. She just says whatever comes up into her mind, and she just word vomits everything. And she always regrets it. She's like,
I really shouldn't have said that. But to answer your question, the man who hired me promised that he would locate the wreck, and more than that, he would get her afloat again, in exchange for the Ecosphere.
I see. Who is this man?
I didn't see his face. He was wearing a hoodie when he came to meet me. But in my opinion, it's someone pretty high up. It's agreed that we join him in the orb in the global city, or rather, what's left of it.
Hearing those words makes my blood run cold. Wait a second. This is where my father locked up the Genius program. The Genius program? Spelled with a J instead of a G. If your sponsor asks you to bring him the orb, it must mean that he intends to use it to break the seal.
It doesn't matter. I don't care if the genius program is released. All I care about is my precious reward.
Rage suddenly overtakes me. I slam her violently against the copper railing. My father gave his life to lock that thing up. There's no way I'm letting you. Alphonse approaches to separate us. The pirate princess gestures him not to intervene further. Seriously impulsive. She's ready to throw hands. She's ready to start punching folks.
Oh, but you seem to be getting involved suddenly. Up until now, you seemed fine with me stealing that orb. Am I wrong?
That remark unsettles me. Somehow, it's true that I was secretly hoping the Ecosphere would disappear. If the pirates stole the orb, it would free me from my heritage, and I wouldn't have to join the Green League. But simultaneously, I can't ignore the consequences that would entail. Not to mention the sponsor's murky intentions. All this doesn't tell me anything worthwhile. Nope, not at all. A familiar sound suddenly draws me out of my reflection. Is someone here to rescue me? Is it Zale? Is he here? I know those engines. They're the ones I added to my prototype aircraft. How is that possible? Look, Captain. Looks like we've got company.
It would seem so indeed. We must be quick.
Alphonse pushes me to force me forward. What a thick brute! We walk along the gangway until we arrive in a huge room. Its atmosphere is less gloomy than the previous corridor, thanks to the light that came through the bay window.
We're obviously in that engine room the sponsor mentioned.
A copper orb sits below the footbridge. And here is the Ecosphere, the most powerful of talismans. The orb is exactly as I remember it, the last thing my father invented. Wow. Lily's going to try to take it over any minute. I've got to find a solution. A cannon shot suddenly rang out. The crew has a problem.
Let's take the loot and get out of here.
They look for a moment toward the bay window.
Crap. We can't see what's happening outside from where we are.
The heavy atmosphere is broken by the roar of an engine. Oh my. It's our man! It's Zale! Look, he's got a thing. The next moment, a flying object comes through the window and crashes into the onboard computer. It's so steampunk, they got computers and stuff, but it's still like old school looking. We about to throw hands? Yes, we are. It's Zale aboard my aircraft? I'll ask myself these questions later. The two pirates are in shock. Nobody was expecting Zale to come flying in out of nowhere. That's right. You know, this man, he loves us. He's into us, yo. Zale's like, they kidnapped my woman. He's here to rescue us because he's into us. He wants us. I'll ask myself these questions later. The two pirates are in shock. It's now or never. I leaped to catch the orb on its pedestal. We could escape with the aircraft, as long as it's not out of service. Push all the random buttons. But Lily leaped in turn, drawing her talisman. Her talisman? Or her gun? I guess her gun is a talisman? She stops me in my tracks with a powerful burst of air. What a bummer. I have no weapon with which to fight back. Wasn't prepared for that. As the pirate princess bends over to retrieve her precious loot, Zale extricates himself from the wreckage of the machine.
But this, for example, the guardian I sent to the scenery just yesterday.
Zale, are you okay?
More fear than harm. Thanks to the cables you dropped, your mother and I managed to lift your machine off of the ground.
I'm both moved and relieved that Zale is here.
But she took the orb.
I'll take care of it.
Richie, look at that.
It's more like we're going to take care of you. Oh shit, not him. Zale immediately activates the Carbro's battle mode. Oh shit. I forgot about that. That reminds me of X-Men. Which was the one that has the rays that come out his eyes, out of his visor? Which X-Men is that? I can't remember. The flamethrower propels the huge pirate through the air.
Impressive.
You bet I did. He rang it up real bad.
But you're wasting your time. The orb is now mine. It's mine. It's mine, peasants.
The mechanisms of the Ecosphere are being set in motion. A synthetic voice, as cold as it is gentle, speaks. Correction. This orb is not yours. This is the voice of the security system when the laboratory was brought to the surface earlier. The Ecosphere throws an electric jolt as the pirate princess. Uh-oh, princess, jump out the way! Get out the way! Twisting in pain, she drew her pistol. She fires a burst of air at the orb, which it dodges by doing a barrel roll in the air. Do a barrel roll! Okay, if anyone's ever played Star Fox 64, you know what that came, you know that. You know what do a barrel roll is, okay? It's a meme now, okay?
What the hell?
You're talking to the intelligent interface built into the Ecosphere. My mission is to assist the owner. So, who are you? She's a pirate, and she's come to kidnap you. Y'all, I have the Ecosphere right here. I have it. Does this not look like that thing? Seriously, it's on my desk. I have it. I have the Ecosphere. It's mine. It's mine. My precious, precious Ecosphere. Yes. Yes. Yes, Rue. Jitterrue. Yes. You are my master. I will do your bidding. Yes. Which includes sitting on your desk and looking pretty. Ha ha ha! Yes, master. Yes, I will grant you 3 wishes, or as many wishes as you want. Woohoo! Ah, 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 ah. Okay. Do a barrel roll. She's a pirate and she's come to kidnap you. Oh no. The orb turns around. It stares at me through its sensors, a green horizontal beam running from head to toe. Identification complete. You are Lady Arain. The same look as your father. Yo, this thing knows who I am. It knows me. I know who you are. Yes, I do.
Did you know her father?
Necessarily. Conrad Cross was my creator. I aim to assist Lady Arain and teach her how to use my features. You know what? What's unfortunate for poor Conrad Cross is I've played Even If Tempest. And I associate the name Conrad with a very different Conrad. Hey, I heard it was like today's like Even If Tempest anniversary or something. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Even If Tempest and Prince Conrad today. Okay. If anybody has played that game, let me know in the chat. Okay, we're going back to the drama over here. Stop calling me Lady Arain. Arain will be fine. Integrated data. According to your father's last wishes, you must join the Green League to begin your apprenticeship. Suggestion. Join Norden to make contact with the League. I've got something to say about it.
Who do you think you are, robot? As if I'd let you get away with that.
I am not a robot, but an intelligent interface.
We don't care. You're all going to follow me nicely. We're going back aboard the Black Rose.
At the same time, pirates piloting flying wings sneak through the hole in the bay window and land on the floor. There are about 10 of them. Captain, the Guardian has trashed the ship with his fire-breathing helmet.
Don't tell me it's safe.
No, Captain, but a fire has broken out on board. The water affinity pirates are putting it out. Lily glares at Zale.
Tear him to pieces. You don't mess with my beloved Black Rose with impunity.
Did you hear that, Captain? Attack! Oh, you heard the Captain. You heard the Captain. It's time to fight. Attack! The pirates are heading our way. Oh no! Suggestion. The laboratory is equipped with escape pods. We should evacuate urgently. I approve of this suggestion. But Zale suddenly activates the Carburo. What the hell are you doing?
We can't lose them. I'll hold them back. You run away with the in the meantime. Run away. I got this. Listen, girl. I'm here to save the day.
Critical analysis. 10 to 1. You'll probably get slaughtered. Their intentions are most hostile.
The robot, especially, protects a ring.
I've already stressed that I'm not a robot, but an intelligent interface. Protecting Arain Cross is one of my main responsibilities.
I like how the little interface has like sass. It's sassy. I hope you're as strong as you are talkative.
No, wait. He dashes forward at full speed and, in one leap, places a kick in the face of the pirates. The latter is unstuck from his flying wing. He kicked him in the face, yo. He did a roundhouse kick to the face like Chuck Norris. While still in the air, Zale activates his affinity and a beam melts onto a second pirate. When his feet touched the ground, he received a violent punch to the head. Alphonse has joined the hostilities. Zale is completely stunned. He tries to retaliate with Carborough's flame spit, but no flame comes out. Alphonse's punch has damaged him. Oh no! The whole group starts laughing. You're bringing less already. That's how pirates laugh. No more like ar 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 ar. All the pirates then beat him up under Lily's total indifferent gaze. Hey you, weren't you supposed to be non-violent?
I've already told you that not to exaggerate my reputation, and certainly not when my ship is being attacked. He only gets what he deserves.
Yeah, for real. I'm so furious I'm speechless. A light breeze suddenly intrudes into the room through what was left of the bay window. Ecosphere sensors detect airflow. Notify. By activating my battle protocols, you could use this wind against your opponents. Another option, we can run away like your friend recommended. Never. Activate those protocols you're talking about. Never. The flaps on the Ecospheres pulls open. A telescopic handle and a blade deploy simultaneously. I was gonna say, where'd our girl get a big old sword? Get him, girl. Get him. I don't know how to use a sword. Integrated data. Activate the combat assistance module. I'll show you the best options for victory. Okay. The light breeze then concentrates around me, picking up speed. Instead of bullying me, the wind seems to obey me. Whoa, now, is this what it's like to have power? Is this what it's like to have... Look at that! Did you see that? Did you see that green electricity? Oh my gosh. Yo, we're a baddie now. My arm begins to move awkwardly, guided by the orb's movement. We're a baddie now. Don't mess with us. Look, there's fire in our eyes. Now she's decided to fight. When do we eat? When do we fight? The big oaf's giggles quickly fades as he sees the wind gaining power around me. He was ready for a fight. He wants a challenge. He's good to go. The other pirates are starting to panic.
Don't provoke her, you fool. Take cover, all of you.
As I point the Ecosphere blade at them, a violent storm takes shape and prepares to break. Lily throws herself to the ground to avoid the gust. Whoa, look at that. Man, this is so cool. Alphonse is literally propelled. Some pirates slam into the ceiling while others are blown out of the bay window and into the water. That's right, pirates, take that. I'm a BA now. As for Zael, he was spared. I approach him to see his condition. The Carboreau is in pieces. Your friend is wounded but safe. His armor has obviously protected him from harm. What a relief. It's a good thing I revised this armor yesterday, even if it still needs a few adjustments. As I help Zael lean against the wreckage of the glider, I hear applause.
Amazing. The annals don't exaggerate about this machine. I've got a good feeling I will have to neutralize you personally.
I don't think so. Come and see. But I feel exhausted suddenly, like I've just run a long distance. What's happening to me? When my battle protocols are activated, I tap directly into your energy to control nature. Affinities work on the same principle with your fellow creatures. Your body has difficulty with this process since you were born without the mark. That's clever. The pirate princess draws her sword. Her water affinity begins to sparkle. Alert! This talisman is called the Dragon's Fang. According to legend, it was forged from a canine tooth of Ondine, the primordial dragon of water. That's why it probably surpasses my abilities when mastering this element. Suggestion: analyze the situation before retaliating. A wave as big as a laboratory rushes into the engine room. Woo, there's the wave. There it is.
Fight.
Look at this CG, y'all. Man, this is good. This is action. Look at these two BA bitches. Oh my gosh. I love this. I love it! It's so good. Thanks to the Ecosphere's combat assistance, I managed to parry her assault. But not without difficulty. It's as if the ocean itself obeys her sword.
Are you afraid, Miss Cross?
I've got to find a way to turn this around quickly. Oh no! We're doing things. I managed to block the wave of water by erecting an air screen. Two elements collide, but the water gradually gains ground. I can't push it away. Critical analysis. These two attacks are equivalent in terms of power, but your degree of fatigue is greater than your opponent's. At this rate, you'll be defeated by attrition. Oh no. Oh no.
Even the robot understands that you're not as strong as me.
I'm desperately looking for a way to turn things around. As Lily's wave grows in intensity, a detail suddenly catches my eye. Drops crystallize on contact with the orb. Why? Is it cold? Is it cold, y'all? Why are drops crystallizing? Is it your cooling system that makes the water freeze? Indeed. Turbines placed under my hull prevent the system from overheating. By running these turbines at full speed, you could cool the air in my attack to what temperature? Used at full power and coupled with your attack, my fans could generate a minimum temperature of minus 40 degrees in the vicinity of my copper cladding. Do it now. Do it. Yeah.
What can it be?
The cold mingles with a wall of air to freeze it in an instant, so that the water freezes on contact, rising to Lily. The dragon's fang gets caught in the ice. Who's the strongest now? Woo, girl! She's got some fire in her now. We got technology. Listen, we're taking y'all out.
You pest.
I don't have the words to describe what it feels like to have such power in my hands. I, who have always been deprived of affinity. That's right, we're OP now. Uh-huh. Look who's taking everybody out this time. Listen. Oh, wait. But I suddenly collapsed at the end of my tether. Man, I shouldn't have been doing the laughter because I jinxed myself. The Ecosphere had warned me, but I had to give it my all in this attack. Zale catches me before I hit the ground. Ooh, he catches me. Ooh. That was kind of smooth, Zale. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That was hot. I'm not gonna lie, it was hot. The Ecosphere's blade and handle retract its original shape.
It was well played, I admit. But unfortunately for you, my other talisman isn't out of order.
The advantage of having two affinities. I can see that Zale is at the end of his tether too. He's in no condition to take over. The outcome of the fight seems sealed. Uh-oh. But drums can be heard outside the laboratory. Now what's happening? There's drums? What kind of drums? Is it a sick beat? A pirate remaining aboard the Black Rose calls for help from his captain. Okay, is that what it's from? It's like pirate drums? What kind of drums are these? Captain, a blimp in sight.
What? Again?
I recognize these drums. That's the Green League flagship, the Disruptive.
The pirate princess approaches the bay window while pointing her talisman at us, which is her gun, by the way. I think they're the same thing. The talisman and that purple gun, they're the same. They're the one individual item of sorts. I can barely stand up. A huge blimp appears in the sky, its brown balloon adorned with a tree leaf, the symbol of the Green League.
Damn. They must have made the connection with the pearl fragment I stole from the memorial, and the fact that I kidnapped Rain.
I'd even say we did the right thing by turning on Norden's warning light to warn them.
That's why I hate Guardians so much.
Listen, dude, why did you tell her what you did? She doesn't need to know that. In your case, in your eyes, she's the enemy, right? So why would you tell your enemy? Why would you tell the secret sauce? Listen. You're supposed to be smart, okay? You're supposed to be smart. Maybe he's one of those guys that's like, you know, maybe he's book smarts, but not like, I don't know, but they didn't really say he's not an inventor. They say he like helped install stuff. He helped build stuff and he tested stuff. So maybe he's more like, yeah, I'll but you know, you have to be kind of smart to build the kind of things that Arain puts together. Maybe he's just like book smarts and not street smarts, you know? The fighting between the two crews rages on.
You'd better turn yourself in, and with any luck, I might even get a promotion for helping to capture you.
He never loses his bearings, that one.
The Disruptive, you say? Why would the Green League's commander-in-chief come in person to deal with this matter?
What do I know? I'm not an officer. You'll have to ask him when we put the irons on your wrists.
I'm sorry, but it won't be happening. I doubt your boss would dare attack me if I held the precious damsel hostage. She represents a certain value in the eyes of the Green League. The proof, your commander made the trip in person.
I can see Zale going pale. She's obviously hit the nail on the head. I mean, y'all were kind of obvious about that. She's just stating the obvious, okay? Yeah. She reaches out to grab me. Zale tries to intervene.
Let it go, dear. You're out of the fight.
The sunken laboratory suddenly begins to shake all over. Alert! Unidentified objects approaching. Numerous roots burst into the engine room. They wrap themselves around Lily and tackle her to the floor. She struggles fiercely without success. Oh my. Oh my!
I know these roots. They come from the commander's talisman. Identity confirmed. Welcome, Gareth Rizzle, Supreme Officer of the Green League.
Who's this guy? Look at him. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Daddy. Grassroots. Yes, gross. Oh, you're saying they're gross. Roots. They're not gross. Or maybe they are. I don't know. I couldn't see them. Look at this guy. What does he sound like? I have to pick a voice for him. Okay, he's an older dude. I got a voice. This is just stupid.
What if he sounds like this? Hi, I'm Rizzle. I'm Rizzle. As sharp as ever, Ecosphere. It's been a while since my last visit.
So that's the head of the Green League. Has he been here before?
Let me go. A whole troop of guardians with uniforms.
Close in. Tazales follow him into the engine room. Okay, all right, they're following us in. They're coming into the engine room. Here come the uniforms. Here comes the troops. Here comes the guardians. They're coming in. Yes, Root's getting all over everything. Blech. Yeah, I can get that. Okay. You know, if you have allergies like old girl, it's going to be a bad day for you if you have plant allergies.
My idea of hiding you here has finally fallen through, but the important thing is that you and your master's daughter are reunited.
Zale Collins, reporting for duty, sir.
Well, if it isn't young Zale, those pirates obviously gave you a hard time.
He then makes his report, describing to the Supreme Officer the events that had brought him this far and what he had faced. Rizzle also asks me a few questions, and I mention the existence of the sponsor who hired Lily.
I suspected something was up since the pirates broke into the memorial. So, we set off in search of them until we received Norden's distress signal.
And I was hoping never to meet you.
Here's Lily Sterner, a pirate princess in her spare time. Someone here will be happy to take your case.
Oh dear, that old owl again.
Someone named Minerva. What does Minerva sound like? She looks upset. But what is Minerva? We're gonna do Minerva like this. Let's see. She's gonna have a lower voice, I think. Do you really think you could get away with that after what you did at the memorial, you vermin? Yeah, that's how Minerva speaks.
Besides, something I should eliminate you immediately to prevent you from becoming a threat in the future? Maybe I should eliminate you right now. Aha! It would be unfortunate if your entire brotherhood were to unite again under a single banner.
Uh-oh, it's getting crazy up in here, y'all. It's getting crazy. Rizzle draws his blade and points it at Lily's throat. No, actually, I like Lily. Don't hurt her.
I guess that'll just be one more pirate on your hit list.
He's not going to. What are we doing, y'all? Are we going to intervene, or are we just going to sit there and watch? Are we going to observe? Are we going to... See, if we observe, I have a feeling she's going to get out of this either way. She has to. Or are we going to help her? Like, are we going to show her that we like her enough that we're going to help her out? What do you think, chat? All right. All right, let's do a 1 for intervene and a 2 At 2 for observe. You're not helping. Interview. Okay, y'all keep doing a draw. Okay, we're gonna do a tiebreaker. Oh, and then the tiebreaker just came in. We're doing number 2. The tiebreaker, we're just observing. Rizzle seems to hesitate. Notify. There was never anything hostile about Lily Sterner's intentions. She did everything she could to hurt, not kill, Lady Araine, as well as her friend. She's had plenty of opportunities. Just Araine. I already told you.
Are you kidding? She didn't hesitate to unleash her henchmen on me. She wanted to kill me.
You put an end to my prestigious reputation. Mostly, I wanted to give you a good thrashing. I would have ordered my men to stop before the fatal blow. I promised myself that neither my crew nor I would take any life except one, and it's certainly not yours.
Who are you talking about?
From a filthy dog who murdered my father and sank his ship to usurp the title of King of Pirates.
Interesting. In the end, I may find you useful, as the current King of Pirates is causing us quite a bit of trouble. I suppose you haven't done your civic service?
No.
In that case, your life will be spared for the moment. I am going to submit a proposal to the Cosmopolis Council of Elders that you be spared to join the Green League for the duration of your civic service. Wait, who was talking just then? What better punishment than to place yourself in the service of your worst enemy?
Don't you dare do that.
But your ship will be sunk to serve as an example.
Talk about a deal. If I comply with your terms, I demand my crew to be released.
We'll discuss it with the council.
We'll also be questioning you to unmask this notorious sponsor who wanted to make the orb his own.
Guardians, put this pirate in irons and pass on the order to spare the survivors. We return to the disruptive.
Yeah, Doctor Who. They were sent by Doctor Who for real. One of the Guardians takes a pair of handcuffs from his pouch and tightens them around Lily's wrists, while another pulls the dragon's fang from the ice. And then we return to the Green League flagship. This is so exciting. This game is exciting, y'all. There's a lot of characters in it too. And notice they all have sprites. Except for the one shadow figure, which is the sponsor. Which I imagine would probably be revealed later. No sooner have we boarded the disruptive than Zale approaches Rizzle to try to negotiate his famous promotion. He wastes no time, that one. But it does have the merit of attracting the attention of the Guardians escorting Lily. Taking advantage of their inattention, I approach the princess discreetly, the pirate princess. I have to get her full title in there. I want to meet the other allies. So do I! Where do we get to see these other characters? Come on now. I want to see them. At least we risk doing our civic service together.
Leave me alone. All I remember is that I will lose my ship and my freedom. It's all your fault, you little... you little worm. How dare you? I mean, I am the one that kidnapped you, but still.
A captain in civic service is always better than a dead captain, don't you think? Plus, you can always find your real ship when you get out.
That's true. The wreck of the Azure Hurricane will always be where it is. You've got a knack for lifting spirits.
I answer her with a smile, happy that my words have consoled her a little. Water time, y'all. Drink water. Water time. Oh, hi. Oh, ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at him. That dude's fine. He's fine as hell. We arrive at the end of the corridor where an impressive guardian is waiting in the doorway. Edward. Ooh, Edward. What does Edward sound like?
How about this? Hi, I'm Edward. I'm super hot. Yep, I'm real hot. Boom. I've already put your fellow creatures in the dungeon, and you're going to join them. I'm in charge of escorting you to your cell, damn pirate.
The untaped guardian. As rude as it is unbearable, how original.
You won't be so smart when your ship, or what's left of it, explodes into a million pieces.
Ugh.
As for you, you must be the daughter of the master engineer. You are about to discover what happens to people born without affinities in the Green League.
What a creep. More toxic. You die. Notify. Your role is to escort Lily Sterner. I'm not sure Gareth Rizzle approves of your conduct. Especially as your comments are not the most necessary.
For once, I agree with the robot.
Notify validated. Suddenly, Rizzle's voice can be heard at the other end of the corridor. He's getting impatient.
We'll have a chance to talk about it again once we get to Cosmopolis.
He pulls Lily towards the staircase leading to the dungeons. She looks through the porthole at his ebony ship, of which she has been captain for the last time. I love him. Yeah, he's toxic. I love him too. He's hot, first of all. Second of all, he's sassy. He's got an attitude. Yep, we like it. He's the one. He's gonna ruin us. He's gonna ruin us, and we're gonna thank him for it. I can see she's on the verge of tears, but holds them back despite everything to keep her head held high. Oh, look at the CG. We're hanging out with our Ecosphere. Yep. Me and the Ecosphere are hanging out and watching the ship burn. As for me, I'm heading to the outer deck to watch the show. That is, if you can call it that. The black rose is completely on fire. The Ecosphere gravitates to my side. Are you going to stick with me like this all the time from now on? I've received orders to assist and protect you in every way, from the moment we're reunited. This is the ultimate mission entrusted to me by my designer. I don't know what to say. Even after all these years, it will remain loyal to what my father asked of him. Suddenly, a cannon shot rings out. The shots pulverize the black rose. Oh my gosh! Was that part of the deal? That seems extreme. Do we have to do that to the whole ship? Do we have... Not only are we burning it, but we have to shoot cannons at it too? That seems extra. I'm watching the ship descend into the abyss. Probably because I love inventing and building machines that I always get attached to. I understand how Lily must feel. The feeling of losing a sample object, a simple object, yet one that is as valuable to us as a loved one. But also that was Lily's home, you know? She lived on that ship, you know? She was the captain of that ship. At least they weren't killing all the pirates, but that means that was her home, you know? She's watching her home get blown up and sink to the bottom of the ocean. Yo, she's probably gonna want to get revenge for that. That's harsh, you know? I feel for her. I feel for her. That's gotta be painful and sad. Then the disruptive leaves the scene and heads for Norden. A night passes, and the Guardians have kept me on board to rest. Okay, we're gonna take a nap now. The disruptive is hovering over Norden. I was told yesterday that a doctor would be coming to check on me. I hate doctors! I decide to slip away and return to the den, feeling a great need to tinker with something to help me think. Is this gonna be another LI? I hope so. Now that I've inherited the Ecosphere, I'm going to be taken along willy-nilly to the Green League. And no more aircraft to escape. I think the first guy is our green flag guy. And then the second guy, he might be our red flag guy. He got an attitude. So we'll see what kind of guy the doctor is. And no more aircraft to escape. Hey, do you have a protocol that lets you fly? Search its database. The propulsion protocol allows me to use my reactors to cushion a fall. That'll do. I hear someone approaching. I jump off the blimp and break my fall using the powers of the Ecosphere.
Rain. Heart. It can only be in one place.
Upon entering the den, the Ecosphere probes it from both sides using its sensors. Materials and inventions of all kinds detected. Are we in your lab? Yes. Lab? Well, that's a big word. Let's say my den. That's what I call it. The orb notices the prototype on the workbench where I was working before I was kidnapped by pirates. Critical analysis. This device appears to be a surrogate affinity aimed at replicating some of my properties. It's properly designed, but electricity isn't the right power source. My system only works if it's synchronized to your own energy. Oh, at least I tried. Speaking of your system, it must be filthy with all that time you spent idle in the sunken laboratory. Will you let me see? Are we gonna fix it? We're gonna fix it. Understood. Temporary deactivation of all activity. I activated dictaphone on the workbench to record the operation. The Ecosphere's diode goes out, and its shell opens to reveal its inner workings. It's an amazingly complex system and, yuck! It's effectively clogged with soot and dust. 4 jewels are part of this mechanism, 1 for each natural element. I remove a clean cloth from the drawer and gently clean them. Okay, we're gonna clean our little we're gonna clean it. Our ecosphere. Yes, precious. We're going to clean you. I'm not taking this one apart though. At the same time, I'm thinking about escaping the Green League. No matter how often I turn the question around, no good solution comes to mind. I finished greasing the gears with my oil cruette. Whatever that word is. I don't know what that is. I hear someone entering the den. I'm sure it's Zale. Oh, it's not Zale. Actually, it's Rizzle.
You left the disruptive, contrary to what I asked you to do.
He's certainly used to being obeyed at the drop of a hat. But listen, I do what I want. Zale makes diamonds. Was that the shop, the store, or whatever, the brand?
And Zale refused to say where your beloved hideout was. It's good that the crew tracked you when you jumped overboard.
I'm so lucky. Well, you know what? It's nice that Zale didn't rat us out, even though this guy's he reports to that guy ultimately. But he didn't rat us out, you know? He's a good guy, that Zale. I close the orb's flap immediately. It reactivates and levitates me near again. Maintenance complete. My circuits are as good as new. Thanks, Arain. I simply reply with a knowing smile. You're welcome.
Anyway, we didn't get a chance to chat yesterday, so here's your workshop. You're just like your dad.
Everybody seems to know who my dad is. Everyone seems to know him and know of him. He must have been pretty famous, you know. I mean, he was an amazing inventor, obviously. Yep, daddy's girl. For sure, daddy's girl. I get that a lot. Did you know him?
He was a friend. I was there the day he sacrificed himself for all of us. And he asked me to look after you the day he joined the Green League.
I know. Learning to use the Ecosphere and keep it out of the wrong hands. My mother has been rocking me with it since childhood.
There's also another mission the Green League would like to entrust to you, destroying the Genius program. Your father sealed it. That's right. But it still represents a threat. Who knows what would happen if someone with malicious intent got a hold of it? Like that mysterious sponsor who hired Wheelie Sterner.
Great. Plus, I'll have to look for a way to destroy the Genius program.
I can't think of anyone better suited to this task than you.
And let's say I succeeded in destroying Genius. What happened to me then?
Good question. As any citizen, you will be free to practice the profession of your choice. And I missed whatever he said just then, but anyway.
Not at all. I would only agree to join the Green League on one condition, to become an engineer.
I'd have been surprised if you hadn't. In that case, you'll join a class more suited to your talents. I'll see to it personally. After your civic service, perhaps you can use this experience to join Dynamo Corp. We are in contact with its organization.
What a bro! Thanks, man. That's so nice. Wow. The Ecosphere's diodes suddenly activate. as if it were recording information. Incredible! If we can destroy the Genius program, the League will help me become an engineer. That's so cool! It is cool. That's so nice. You know what? Networking for the win, y'all. Listen. If you're looking for a job, you know, you're getting started, you're just out of college, or you're in between jobs, or you got laid off, or whatever it may be, and you're looking for work, one of the best things
that you can do for yourself. One of the best things that you can do for yourself is to network. For real.
I didn't mean to actually become the Princess Pirate at that moment. But listen, networking, y'all. Networking is the way to do it. You know, a lot of times it's not necessarily what you do, but it's who you know, right? It's all about making connections that can help you. All right, anyway. The orb remains silent. Well, that's curious. It still has the say, though.
Then it's a deal. Join me aboard the Disruptive when you're ready.
As Rizzle walks away, the orb suddenly does something. Can we go back? Oh, I should save it just in case the game crashes or something. We're gonna save it here. Yep. The orb is talking again! Look at it. It's so cute. I don't know why I think it's cute, because it doesn't have a face, but it's cute though, don't you think? Isn't it kind of cute? I've been listening to your conversation with Commander Rizzle, particularly this mission you'll be given. No trace in my database of a procedure to destroy the Genius program. Data is missing, as if someone had removed them from my internal memory. We have to be careful. We'll sort it out later. Right now, only one thing occupies my thoughts. We're about to fly to Green League headquarters. Woo! Woo! What happened? Thank you for playing. We hope you enjoyed this demo. The full game is currently in production. Woo! We did it! We did the whole demo, y'all! We did the whole demo! We invite you to join our community to follow the project's development. Talestrike is responsible for creating this amazing demo that we played here today. Was that not super fun? What did y'all think about this so far? Let's do like a quick little review before we close out for the day. I thought the music was really fitting. It has like a cinematic vibe to it, the audio. I thought it was fun, it was lively, and it was really, it had that pirate adventure, that steampunk adventure kind of sound to it. I thought it was really effective. And not only the music, but also the sound effects. It really created more of that feeling of action. We saw beautiful artwork with the backgrounds. We saw, it almost looked like a painting, like a beautiful painting in all of these CGs. I really liked the sprites. Everything was expressive. It was colorful. It was really nice to look at. Also like the MC's personality. She'll stir up a lot of drama, I believe. I agree, because the MC, let's talk about the MC. She had a really spunky type of an attitude to her. I liked that she wasn't too perfect, but she wasn't a wet blanket. She had a good amount of agency and she was her own character, but it was also fun to be in her shoes. So she's a lot of fun. I really like her. I think she's gonna definitely give us some messy drama in the future, and I look forward to that. when the full game comes out, I want to see how crazy the drama gets. Zale. He was like the heroic, like green flag nice guy. He seems to be daring, you know, he didn't have fear, you know, he wasn't timid. He jumped in there. He was very sweet, absolutely. Yeah, I could definitely see why old girl had a crush on him. Like, she was down bad for that guy. I can see why. You know, he's cute, he was sweet. Yeah, I liked him. Lily, I loved her entrance, how she just kind of came in guns blazing. She's like, I'm gonna kidnap this girl right here and I don't care. You know, she's like, do not mess with me. Y'all, listen, I'm a pirate. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna do what I want. Don't you dare tell me what to do. And I'm gonna get what's mine. Oh yes, her ship literally burnt. It was kind of sad. I was sad for her in that moment. It made me sad watching that ship burn. I actually liked the pirate ship. I kind of feel like the pirates they weren't so bad. You know, they weren't like evil. You could tell that they had we don't know exactly what is motivating Lily. We don't know all her background and everything yet. We're gonna have to play the rest of the game to find that. But you know, you could tell like. I just feel like they're an underdog in some way, you know? There's got to be more to them, and I really can't wait to learn more about that character in particular. You know, what's motivating her? Why is she, you know, she's the princess of the pirates, you know, why is she off doing her own thing? You know, what's the deal here? Yeah, I really liked her a lot. I really liked her. And she's an ally, you know? She's an ally, which we don't always get in Otome games. So that's really nice. That's fun. I like it. I'm looking at this picture and I'm assuming that these are the only allies unless there's a secret ally. The next one we had was that soldier boy over there. The hot, sassy soldier boy. That guy is hot. Even with hardly any interactions with him, I am very interested in that guy. Anya, like real. He said like 3 lines, but I'm down bad for him. I know, right? I like that guy. I want to know what kind of, like, he might be our trash bando of the game, and I want to know what level of trash he is. All right, and then there's this guy here that we didn't get to see, but look at that hair. I wonder, y'all, what if, okay, I know as much as you know. What if we did not see this white-haired dude at all in the demo? Okay, but what if he's the sponsor? Just hear me out, okay? What if he's a villain route? Yeah, right? He could totally be the sponsor. He could, yeah, his silhouette did kind of match now that you mention it. It kind of did. He could be the sponsor, you know? And he's looking to the side, you know? He's like mysterious. We didn't get to see him. I would love an enemies to lovers route. I really would. I love a good enemies to lovers. Oh, it would be so juicy. It would be so spicy. That's what I want. When I play this game, for real, I'm going to drive this poor MC straight into the bad ending. I'm going to make terrible decisions for her. She's going to be like, oh, yeah. She's going to be saying crazy things. She's going to be playing everybody. She's going to be a hot mess. And I'm going straight into a bad ending. 100%. 100%. We're going to get a bad ending. And it's going to be beautiful and glorious. And I can't wait. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Rue, short for Jitterrue. So if you had a good time, please subscribe. Please, keep in touch with me. If anybody wants to recommend any games to me, I love recommendations. I am a huge Otome game nerd, but I'm also really trying to get more into these indie games and try out these demos because I haven't had as much exposure to them as the mainstream Otome game. So I'm just having fun with all of it. Sometimes I'm doing tier lists and discussions about games, and sometimes we're doing demos and playthroughs and things like that. So if this is the kind of content that you like, that you're interested in, if you like my stupid voices, please, 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 please follow, subscribe, and I promise I will deliver the best kind of content that I can for you. I truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. You're so much fun to get to do this with, and I appreciate also the devs. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, everybody, it's bedtime for some of us, or dinner time. So go eat some dinner, drink water, and go to bed. Bye.